So keep in mind that TikTok is now a government-sponsored, government-monitored website. You might see a couple funny things, but the things that matter, you're not going to see. They're gonna know what you scroll. And if they don't like what you scroll, guess what? You're automatically the enemy now. That's how it works. We have more power than we think. We as people have more power than we think. Look at what just happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? I'm not gonna talk about the situation, about that particular situation. We all know what happened. Minnesota in general, dude, I'm so proud of you guys. Fuck. I'm so proud of you for standing up. But what I want to talk about is TikTok. TikTok, now that is owned by a U.S. corporation, basically by the U.S. government, they were suppressing, using kind of sneaky little tactics like, oh, you can't upload this, or like, oh, this violates terms, or, you know, waiting days to post something. They were suppressing people posting good information about what was happening, basically cutting communication between us, cutting communication between people. Now, as a social media platform, you are basically a state-sponsored media megaphone. TikTok, that's what you are. So if you are just on TikTok, you need to think about something, dude. You need to think about, is this really where you want to hang out? Yeah, sure, they might give you a funny video here and there, I guess, yeah, you know, as they should. But anything that's important that's happening that you may want to know about, you're not going to get it from there. You are not getting it from there. Use it as entertainment, I guess. But when it comes to actual news, actually something that's happening, something that's important, they suppress anything that makes the government look bad. So many people were saying that they can't even write Epstein in DMs in the app because it's just, whatever they did, you couldn't write Epstein, right? Like you can misspell it, and there's other ways that you can, you know, say what you're trying to say, but it just goes to show you that the government is going hard at monitoring and limiting our communication. What they want us to see, only what they want us to see, not what we want each other to see. If that's not a wake-up call to delete TikTok, I don't know what is, dude. Like you're TikTok, to me, I used to enjoy TikTok. I really did. But now they want, for one, they've updated the user agreement, and they've everything that they want from you is way more invasive than before. Like, what do you want, my legal status? You want everything from me? Nah, TikTok, I'm sorry. Who was to think that once that we would be more worried about the United States government than we are from the Chinese government? Dude, the thing is that the Chinese government isn't the one coming to the American streets and killing citizens, you know? It's our government that's doing it, and then they're suppressing the information about it. That kind of shit happens in Russia, dude, and like North Korea and in China. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, actually started an investigation on the state level because it's like he can't touch them federally because, dude, they're in with the president. They're in cahoots with the president. He can't touch them federally. But you can touch them on state level, and you can burn them on state level. And you know what? Every state needs to do this. Like every state, obviously not every state is going to do this because there's a lot of states that are lining up with Trump right now. But all the states that are not, Minnesota, launch that. Launch an investigation into TikTok also. Make it known that this kind of bullshit can't happen. Dude, it's like, it's powerful. It's powerful. The more people that do something, man, it just went to show us that when they want to separate. That's why they always throwing things at us like, oh my God, they are like this and they're like that those immigrants are like that, you know, like everybody is the bad guy. Everybody's the bad guy. But them, obviously, and they want to separate us because when we're fighting between each other, we're not united. And look what happened in Minneapolis, dude. We got united And we shut that shit down. God damn, I'm so fucking proud of Minneapolis. So keep in mind that TikTok is now a government-sponsored, government-monitored website, social media site, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It is theirs. You might see a couple funny things, but the things that matter, you're not going to see. So the only thing that would hurt them is for us to make them insignificant in this whole pot. You're gonna probably start seeing super pro-Trump and super pro-Trump content, even without subscribing to it. And that makes you think that everybody is on that page when we're not. That's the whole thing. We are not on that page. But they make us think that because they limit, they block the communication between each other. TikTok showed us what they did. Well, we have to show them what we do. Get the fuck out. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. You want to play us? Then play yourself. If you want to play, that's how you want to play us, that's how you play yourself. And we got to be out. I mean, enough is enough, dude. I understand that we can't control everything, and certain things that are out of our control. But guess what? You don't have to use a state-sponsored, state-monitored, state-controlled social media site. Move on to the next one. Because you know what? They're getting all your information, even more. And depending on what you scroll, they're going to know. They're going to know what you scroll. And if they don't like what you scroll, guess what? You're automatically the enemy now. That's how it works. That's just how it works with this type of government. We just saw what happened on the streets of Minneapolis, dude. This is we knew that it was gonna happen. There was no other way this was gonna go. But people proved that we are, dude. Numbers matter. Numbers matter. But they want to make us believe that they don't when they do. So, TikTok, goodbye, TikTok. I'm out. Arrivederci, motherfucker. They want the control, dude. They want the control because they can point the finger and say, you're the bad guy. And eventually, everybody's the bad guy. And if you don't think you're the bad guy, eventually, you will be. It's just how it works. If you don't see it now, one day you will. Peace.